Well, good afternoon, Colorado, man. Happy Friday, everybody out there. Hope everybody is doing well and had a great one. We have a good weekend coming up, and the weather is just absolutely beautiful. So, yeah, hopefully it's going well. We're just going to get started here in just a little bit. Sarah, Vice President, how's it going?
Hi, it's good. I was literally just looking at the weather. It's going to be 76 on Sunday, so
76.
I'm so happy that I just looked at that. And it'll be a beautiful weekend. You know, as we inch up to Halloween, it's nice to slowly coast.
Slowly
into
coast.
the cooler weather, but it's gorgeous. The trees are changing, and for all of you that aren't here in Colorado, well, sorry. It's super beautiful here.
I say that all the time, but if you're thinking about coming to Colorado,
It's
don't.
okay. It's okay.
It's awful. It's horrible.
Yeah, that's true. It's so ugly. The trees are
It's
just
bad.
disastrous.
I mean, you can visit here, but don't pack up anything.
I'm so kidding. We know our transplants and all of it, but yes.
Well, it's an amazing Friday, mainly because of the guests that we have in our studio. And if you are listening on our radio station, K4CO Radio, the app, or our website, do know that you can tune in over to our social media platforms and watch K4CO Radio, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, even all that fun stuff. And if there's something that a question that you have or just some comment, our producers, will alert me to that, and can ask a question if you want. So. Today in the studio, wonderful country artist, Americana artist. He's been in the K4CO radio rotation a little while right now, Mr. Wade Sutton. How's it going, Wade?
It's going great. Thanks for having me in.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for coming in. Pull that mic just a little bit closer to you, and yeah, perfect.
I agree. For those, I hope you can switch over. If you are listening, definitely jump on social media, as Josh said, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, because Wade is going to perform live, and it's super cool. You're going to have your own little studio performance. So if you are driving, just listen. Please don't do anything on social media. But for those of you that are at home or somewhere stationary, I recommend doing that. It's pretty cool that we get to have this experience with you. So please join in and watch live.
Especially for us. I mean, this is my favorite part of the job.
I agree.
Right
It's
here.
why literally you started this, was for the musicians. So.
Exactly. We love our musicians. And country, I got to be honest with you, Wade, I didn't really start getting into country until probably my early 30s. I was a 90s kid, a lot of grunge, a lot of stuff like that. But then suddenly it just clicked, and I still remember actually when you sent in your very first one, which I think was Coming Home to
It was Grand County one.
Grand County.
Yeah, the one that I remember.
And I spent so much time in Winter Park
Right.
as a kid. And that song all of the founders who were listening to it, because all the founders review it, they were just like, man, that's a beautiful song. So I was kind of hooked on you right away, right there.
That's great. They
Yeah.
told me to get rid of it up there. They don't want any more people up there.
Yeah, exactly. So same with here in Colorado. That's right. Just, don't move out there. So, but man, yeah, I haven't been up there in a while. Is it pretty
It's
busy
great.
up there?
Yeah, it's growing,
Yeah.
but it's great.
Nice. Heck yeah.
Especially right now. We're just coming out of the leaves changing and fall.
Yep.
It's beautiful.
Well, wait, tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, where'd you grow up? How'd you get started into music? All that fun stuff.
Yeah, I grew up down in Tucson, Arizona.
Okay.
Sort of a Tucson desert drugstore cowboy guy.
Nice.
My brother Ned was a kind of a big deal musician down in Tucson. He had a couple bands when he was about 11 years older than me, and when I was in college, he was playing in the honky tonks and dance halls, and I always thought how much fun it would be to do that someday. So, he taught me what I know about music, and we can talk more about that, but it's been a good ride. I learned when I was probably about 19, 20 years old to play the guitar a little bit from him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually working on a song right now about that guy. Kind of tells that story.
Nice.
And, I put it down a bit while my family was growing up. I always played, but not a lot. And didn't ever really play on stage or even touch an open mic till about 2017.
Oh,
It was
wow.
kind of the first time I ever ventured into an open mic situation. So,
So it's just
ever
kind of been a
since then,
hobby. Like,
yeah, and then all of a sudden, I got hooked, and I started playing and learning a bunch of songs, and
Wow.
figured it'd be a good anti-dementia program to learn all these lyrics.
So true.
Yep.
Well, I was going to ask, you don't have that going on, but
No, not yet.
What happened in 2017 that inspired that to change?
The kids, the nest became empty.
Okay.
And so I had some time and got a new guitar and started playing and just sort of showed up at a couple open mics listening.
Mm-hmm.
And a friend of mine, J.C. Allen, who's also a local musician, talked me into playing. And the rest is history.
Nice.
I just kept up with it. There were a few moments when I decided to quit, but I came back.
Yeah.
We hear that frequently from
We do.
musicians.
We
That
do.
They kind of go in and
Yeah,
out.
it was,
and,
it was, you have a couple high moments where it feels real fun, and then all of a sudden it's like, man, this is way too hard.
It is not for the faint of heart, for sure.
But there's such an awesome community around here.
Mm-hmm.
Have met so many good friends, and we play together and hang out at different venues like the Modern Brew right over here
Right.
on Holly and County Line, and Faro Restaurant across the street from them, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we first met you actually in person over at Max Taps. There was a wonderful military event going on, which was
Yeah, the vet stock.
The vet
event.
stock.
Stock
with the
to celebrate
Warrior
the Purple
Bonfire
Heart recipients
program.
with- the bonfire. Yeah.
Yeah, the Warrior Bonfire program is a great organization that really does a lot for our at-risk vets.
Mm-hmm.
And they have that concert every year. A lot of great people. So keep an eye out for that. It'll come this summer again.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Thank you for being a part of that.
You bet.
That was a fun event.
Yeah, it was.
Tell ya.
It was.
Well, I know we have some music to get to,
Yes.
and you're going to start us off with a cover.
Yeah, I'll start out with a Chris Stapleton cover that I like to play.
Love it.
It's called Starting Over.
All right. Sounds great.
Well, the road rolls out like a welcome mat to a better place than the one we're at. I ain't got no kind of plan. I've had all of this town that I can stand. And I got some friends out on the coast. We can jump in the water and see what flows. We've been saving for a rainy day. Let's beat the storm and be on our way. 'Cause it don't matter to me, wherever we are is where I wanna be. Honey, for once in our lives, let's take our chances and roll the dice. I can be your lucky penny, and you can be my four-leaf clover. Starting over. This might not be an easy time. There's rivers to cross and hills to climb. Some days we might fall apart, and some nights might feel cold and dark. But nobody wins afraid of losing. The hard road Someday we'll look back and smile, and we'll know it was worth every mile. 'Cause it don't matter to me, wherever we are is where I wanna be. Honey, for once in our lives, let's take our chances and roll the dice. I can be your lucky penny, and you can be my four-leaf clover, starting over. It don't matter to me, wherever we are is where I wanna be. Honey, for once in our lives, let's take our chances and roll the dice. I can be your lucky penny, and you can be my four-leaf clover, starting over. Starting over.
Wade Sutton, everybody, man, beautiful. I love your voice, man. I really do.
All right, thank
Yeah,
you.
definitely.
Appreciate that.
Intoxicating. Oh my goodness, I know it. Yeah, and for those of you, I know that the question either has come or is coming is where can we find his music? Because you should be asking that. You can go on all digital platforms, Wade Sutton Music, or you can go to the link tree, Wade Sutton Music as well. Instagram is at Wade_Sutton, which is SUTTON_music. You can find him all over the place, and which is great. Just type in Wade Sutton Music and have fun and just sit back and relax and
That's right.
dream into the country mountains. It's kind of what happens with that. Yeah.
Well, how many recordings have you kind of put out there? I mean, you just started recording not too long ago, and you got quite a bit out.
Yeah, I put the first album out in 2021. That's 8 songs. Starting Over is actually one of 2 covers that's on that album. The rest are originals.
Right.
Along with Harvest Moon, which Neil Young's always a favorite of mine to play.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I did that one, and then just this year put out a Tucson to Tabernash album of 10 originals. So there's about 18 songs out there now. Song I'm going to play here soon, Love on the Internet, is one of the new singles that I've just put out.
Pun intended with Love on the Internet, a new single.
New singles,
There you go.
exactly. I love it. When you write, so I mean, you've been playing guitar your whole life, just kind of as a hobby. When you're writing, I mean, what got you started writing? What made you, kind of embark on this
it's funny.
journey?
Actually, sadly, COVID. Because I was bored and I was playing a lot of covers, and I had started to do open mics a year or so before that hit.
Mm-hmm.
And I just was thinking about the whole thing. I said, I got to write about this. So there was all this cliche stuff about, not touching your face and, wearing a mask and, everything. just seemed like, okay, let's write a song about this because this is going to come around once in my life.
Right.
So I wrote a song called 6 Feet of Corona, and that was the first one I released. It's got a little bit of a Johnny Cash vibe. I won't play it today, but you can find it out there on your favorite site. It's a pretty fun little song. It's a little bit whimsical, a little bit dark at the same time, but it's fun. Yeah.
Nice. See, so you've mentioned Johnny Cash. You just played at Chris Stapleton. I mean, did you grow up with country?
Yeah, I grew up in the 70s, so I had the good stuff in my mind.
The Willie Nelson,
Eagles,
the Merle Haggard.
Nelson, Haggard, Cash,
Yep.
all that. You know, Pure Prairie League, West Coast bands, you know, Graham Parsons, the Byrds, Emmylou Harris.
Oh, yeah.
All that stuff influenced what I do today.
Nice.
And then my brother, as we mentioned before, he was 10 years or so older, so he played a lot of 50s and 60s stuff. So Chuck Berry, Buddy Holly, you know, all that good stuff. And learned a lot from him and listening to that really good old straight ahead stuff.
Oh, I love that Ned taught you. And your folks, was there music outside of Ned as well that was
So my
influenced?
grandpa, believe it or not, his name was Jesse James. Jesse James Loberg
Okay.
was a bit of a gospel singer in southeast Missouri and put out a little 45 record of some gospel songs. And that's where my brother learned. And then my mom picked it up. She was a really good piano player, really sung well. And I wrote a song about her that you can look up called Sunday Mornings. But probably my biggest influence was her and singing with her on Sundays at church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love that. I thought maybe your mom had some influence.
Yeah.
'Cause going to church, you know, you're hearing gospel and choirs kind of growing up
Absolutely.
and gets into your soul quite a
Yeah.
bit. Well, it looks like you have a pretty fancy guitar. Is there a story that goes
That is a pretty
with
guitar.
that? It is a pretty guitar. Kind of glistens.
Sparkly.
Yeah, this,
It's so sparkly.
it's my new one. This is a Martin. And yeah, so I don't know if many of you have ventured out onto the internet to look for love. Some have, I know.
I've heard it's out
I was
there.
curious about that whole internet dating thing, and I was having a hard time sleeping one night, and this song came to me. So this song's called Love on the Internet.
Okay.
All right.
I was staying up late one Saturday night, looking for love on my favorite site. That's when your profile picture caught my eye. You were different than all the rest, a curvy body neath that pretty neck. So I set up a date to come and check you out. They say you can't find love on the internet, but I'll prove them wrong. I'll make that bet. I could be holding you till the day I die. No, you can't find love if you don't try. There were a couple of others looking really good. I like to play the field, you know they say you should. But when I held you, I knew you were the one. It was clear when I heard your voice, that dreamy tone made you my first choice. And like fine wine, you'd get better with age. They say you can't find love on the internet, but I proved them wrong. And now I'm set, I'll be holding you till the day I die. Yes, I found love that Saturday night. might be wondering who's that girl with the hourglass figure wearing abalone pearl. Maybe it's time I tell them who you are. You see, she ain't no woman. She's my Martin D41 guitar. Yes, I found love that Saturday night. She can't cheat on me, and I'm always right. I'll be playing her till the day I die. Yes, I found love that Saturday night. And she ain't no woman, she's my D41.
That was awesome. Actually,
So there's love in all kinds of different ways.
Oh, that is so true. Oh, wow, ladies and gentlemen, that was so beautiful. Wade Sutton with Love on the Internet. That was absolutely gorgeous. And yes, you can find it.
So you found love on the internet, your guitar.
Yeah, so it's hard to put this one down. It doesn't leave the house a lot.
Yeah.
I have another workhorse that I play a lot, but yeah. It's a good one to write with and keeps you inspired.
Yeah, right? Man, you are definitely, that is the perfect woman, right?
So, you know, there's some lyrics in there about, you know, playing the field and all. So I was looking on the internet, and there's a really cool guitar store up in Louisville called Wildwood Guitars. And I looked and saw all the different ones of this model they had, set up an appointment, went up and checked it out.
That's awesome.
Right.
So
Well, it is a
was
pretty
fun.
guitar. It is a pretty lady. Does she have a name?
I was gonna ask that. You have,
Okay.
you know, Eric Clapton named his guitar.
This is Pearl.
Oh, it
This
is
is Pearl. All right.
Okay.
I like it.
Playing a little Pearl.
That's right.
Very nice.
I love it.
I am curious. I love that song. That was super fun. What is your creative process like? Do lyrics come first? Does a melody come first? What inspires you? What does that look like?
Yeah, for me, it's mostly the lyrics and the story. It's sort of the story. I approach songwriting a lot like I approach writing, which is, what am I really trying to say, big picture? What are the bullets that have to come through? How do we start? How do we end? And I rough it out, and then I just refine from there. And then based on the mood of the story, I work the music.
Okay. Do you find that you're ever...
So like that song is kind of has a love song vibe.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah.
But,
that probably
yeah.
came in one night, right? Saturday night, looking for
It did.
love on
It
the
came
internet.
quick.
Yeah.
It came pretty quick.
So,
You know, there's so
yeah.
many times you swipe left, you're just like, I need my guitar. I need
for
a guitar.
Sure.
Yeah.
It is. It's why I love dogs. They are obedient for the most part. They don't talk.
Yeah.
They're adorable all the time. They're there when you need them and always excited to see you. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like the guitar. It's always there waiting patiently. It doesn't talk. It's amazing. It sounds beautiful. You know, and it's inspiring. That's amazing.
Let me ask you, when you perform, I mean, do you do a lot of performing by yourself, with other people, band? I mean, what's your favorite?
I do
out
both.
there?
So I do solo, duo mostly. I have a really great duo partner, Kyle Harrison, who plays lead guitar and sings beautifully. He's got a really old school voice, real deep baritone type voice, and fits in real nicely. So we mix it up. But I do a lot of solo work, mostly when I play up in Grand County, Winter Park, and surrounding areas. I usually play solo because he's down here.
Okay.
But down here, he plays a lot with me.
Wait,
Right.
and where have you played in the last 6 months or a year?
So sort of the home spots here are the Modern Brew here in Centennial, and Faro Restaurant, Lone Tree Brewery, downtown Littleton at the Alley sometimes.
Okay.
Um,
Do you have a standing spot or is it just...
yeah, I'd say
okay.
at Modern Brew and Faro,
Okay.
play about once a month at least.
Okay. And for those that want to come see you live, what's the best spot for them to find you?
Well, we're playing next Wednesday night at Faro
Okay.
from 5:30 to 7:30, and then November 7th at Modern Brew.
Okay. Awesome.
Nice. And yeah, Modern Brew, that's County Line and Holly, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a great little spot. They have music Thursday through Sunday, typically.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of great artists come through there.
Nice.
And they do a nice job.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. A shout out to them. They do. And they focus a lot on Colorado community.
Yeah.
Yep.
So absolutely shout out to them. Is there a dream of a spot that you really want to perform?
Oh, boy.
Sorry, put you on the spot. I don't know if there's one lingering
Well, I
out
mean,
there.
let's start smaller. I'd like
Okay.
to play on that big stage in downtown Winter Park at Hideaway Park.
Nice.
Okay.
There you go.
It's on the right side as you come in, just
Yeah.
after you pass the visitor center with the moose out there.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be great. I've played a lot of venues up there and the Fraser Park, but I've never played that one. I'd like to get on that one next.
Okay, we're putting it out there. If you put it out in the atmosphere, you never know. It might come back.
Yeah.
Someone's listening that goes, I have a connection up there. We're going to make it happen.
There's a lot of great little mountain venues up there. I
Fantastic.
gotta say, oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Well, this third one that you're going to play, Highway of Life. Tell us a little bit about that.
So this is the newest song. It just came out in October. It's about getting older, but feeling like you're really not older.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The story of everyone's life,
I
right?
mean, you get older, but you feel the same.
Yeah.
And if you're healthy and you're active, it's kind of a weird feeling. So I wrote this song called The Highway of Life to kind of document. Maybe it resonates with some people that are pushing 60 or right around that point.
Or feel like they're
Or
pushing
feel
60.
like they're pushing
yeah,
it.
Or,
exactly.
or 40 or 70
Yeah.
or all of the above.
Sometimes I
You-
feel
you
90.
young
so-
people.
Right? Yes. Nice.
All right.
Well, this is Wade Sutton, Highway of Life.
Let me do this one. With the needle pegged on 60, you're still feeling 25. You're winding down life's open road, grinding through the years. Now you've lightened your load. Put the pedal to the metal. Go ahead and let her run. Keep that old body moving. It's time to have some fun. With the needle pegged on 60, you're still feeling 25. You're rolling down the highway of life, cruising past the milestones and keeping things right. The nest will soon be empty, but you'll be there when they call. It can be a lot to handle, but life keeps rolling on. With the needle pegged on 60, you're still feeling 25. But you know your days are numbered on that old highway of life. So head on down the line before the reaper steals the day, 'cause it ain't gonna matter when you're rolling through the gates. You're sure to have a good run as you take life's final drive, thinking you're never growing old, but you just might die trying. With the needle pegged on 60, you're still feeling 25, catching all the good vibes on that old highway of life. And you're never growing old, but you just might die trying.
Wade Sutton, ladies and gentlemen, everybody listening out there on K4CO app or website. We've just had the absolute pleasure of having Wade Sutton come on into the studio. Again, I love your voice, and I love it. Just kind of brings it back to that old school country. I love it. So, yeah, definitely check him out. Songs all over all the streaming platforms, right? Are there any streaming platforms you're not on, would you say?
Not that I know of.
Not that you know
But
of.
I don't know them all.
Right, true.
I think you're pretty covered.
There's a lot. And, of course, on K4CO on our country windows and Colorado windows. And, yep.
I can so relate to that. Many mornings that I wake up, I feel young. You know, the brain is telling me you can go do that. Like I went and climbed a 14er a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, great. I got this. I'm 20.
That's great.
Halfway up, my body goes, no, you're not.
Right.
Like it's this kind of rude awakening. Exactly. It's like, no, that was a few decades ago.
See, my brain tells me no before I try.
Oh, see,
like,
mine
you're
is
not
the
doing
opposite.
this.
A lot of times I feel younger, and then I get a rude, smack in the rump. Yeah, life is kind of like that.
Yeah. Was that written about a certain specific time that you remember or feeling, or was it just kind of,
No,
okay.
it was just recently. I've really been feeling that way.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems like, I don't know. I still feel like we can do anything that we were doing when we were 25.
Yeah.
And I said, I bet there's a lot of people in that same boat.
Yeah,
so
of
let's
course.
write it down.
You stay active, and you can keep going. And you retired a couple of years ago.
3 years ago, I left my corporate sales job. I sold very high-end enterprise CAD software for 3D design modeling stuff.
Wow.
All the digital modeling stuff. But I traveled a lot. I was on the road. It was a great career. Yeah. Worked with a lot of smart people, but it was time to do what I really enjoyed. So,
yeah.
Which is this?
This
Nice.
is pretty cool. When we talk to musicians, they say this is the ultimate dream, is to do music full time, and I love that you are living that dream. That's very
it's
cool.
real fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if I had set a goal when I started playing out, it was really just, could I get enough work here in town as well as up in Grand County to have fun and stay busy once, twice a week, and we're there. So, it's really a great thing. I'm very blessed.
And this happened quick. I mean, you really started in 2017 and then through COVID, right? So, I mean, this has been a quick, powerful career for you.
Fun.
It's taken up.
Yeah.
Where do you do your recordings? And who helps you out with that?
Yeah, so I record at the Spot Studios up in Evergreen. Yeah. They do a great job, Rich and Glenn. I've worked with them on all my songs, and they figured out my vibe. And, I work with a couple of their studio musicians that have become friends, notably Jeff Rady, guitar player and pedal steel player as well. Does a lot of lessons, Jeff's guitar and steel, and Pat Smith, their drummer. But I have my friends come in and play on a lot of my songs as well.
Right.
Nice.
Both vocals as well as lead. Kyle Harrison, my duo partners, played on a lot of my songs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We've heard a lot of good things about the Spot. I personally have not been there in person, but I've heard a lot of good things from some of the musicians that we work with.
It's an easy one. It's right off the top of Floyd Hill, so it's an easy access.
Mm-hmm.
But, they're good guys.
Nice. Heck yeah. For the rest of the year, I mean, what are you going to be focusing on? One, do you have some other shows? I know you have one next Wednesday. That's going to be at Faro, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And then for the rest of the year, are you playing a lot? Are you writing? Are you going back into the studio? What's your plan?
I'm going to go back in the studio probably after the first of the year
and
do the song about my brother.
Okay.
It'll be called Honky Tonk Hero.
Honky Tonk Hero. Nice.
up until then, I'll just be playing, maybe once a week or so. I've got a little bit of travel with the family here in the next month and a half. And Grant County's a little slow right now because they're in the shoulder season till skiing gets going.
Right.
But we'll start booking some things up there as well.
That's my most favorite time, to be honest. I love going up to Winter Park and Vale, September, October.
When it's quiet.
Yes, it's
I do
quiet
too.
and peaceful and
I do too.
gorgeous. And the tourists aren't there yet.
Well, if you're up in Kremling, I'll be playing at the 1881 Tavern on the 24th.
Okay.
All the way out in Kremling. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Should be fun.
That is awesome.
You said this song they're going to be recording after the first of the year is about your brother, and your brother was pretty pivotal with
He
you
really was.
starting music and everything. Did you play a lot with him?
Yeah, we didn't play together much.
Okay.
He was my older brother. He was my mentor, and he taught me a lot of things I needed to know, and maybe a few I shouldn't know, but needed to know.
Right. Oh yeah.
One
what
of those
brothers
brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was fantastic, and we were very close. Our working relationship when I started to learn to play was tough. He was very much a perfectionist, and also just, he just wanted it a certain way. And so it was tough, but you know what? He was right.
Oh, man.
So it's one of those where, it hurt at the time and it paid off in the end.
Right.
I have two.
That'll be in the song a little bit.
I love that. I can tell you guys were really close.
He was something else.
I can tell you the words that you were right will never come out of my mouth about my two brothers ever. Like, that was a special relationship. They taught me lessons, but I don't know.
Oh, I hope they're listening.
Me too, actually. Yeah. Well, tell us, about this next one, Tucson to Tabernash.
Yeah, this one's in our rotation too. I
Right.
absolutely
So
love
growing up in Tucson, that was where it all started for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I spend a lot of time up in Grant County in Tabernash. So I wrote a song that kind of, I'll call it my life story in 4 minutes without the work part.
All right.
Okay. A little bit of memoirs. But beautiful.
Yeah. So.
All right.
All right. Well, this
let's
is
get to
Wade
it.
Sutton, Tucson to Tabernash.
Hang on a sec. Grew up in the Tucson desert, in the shadow of the Catalinas. It gets hot as hell there. Thank God for margaritas. When we wanted to get a little crazy, we'd head south of the border to the beaches of the Sea of Cortez, escaping law and order. I've been from Tucson to Tabernash with a short stint in LA. Did me some California dreaming, soon I was on my way. Put down roots in Denver, adding to the family tree. Now they're having babies of their own. I'm as proud as I can be. These days they call me Grandpa, and man, those kids are smart. I don't see them often. When I do, they melt my heart. One day they'll be doctors and engineers, just like their parents did. If the perils of this modern world don't send them on the skids. When you're out there raising kids, We gotta steer them away from the darkness and lead them to the light. And when they head south of the border to find themselves a little fun, be sure they talk to Grandpa so they don't end up on the run. I've been from Tucson to Tabernacle with a short stint in LA. Did me some California dreaming, and soon I was on my way. Put down roots in Denver, adding to the family tree. Now I've made my way to Tabernacle, the place I want to be. Yes, I've made my way to Tabernacle, the place where my soul is free.
Tucson, a Tabernacle, Mr. Wade Sutton. That song is in the K4CO radio rotation. Again, another one of those when you sent that in, I'm just like, man, this is a good one. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Before
that.
you want to go tear it up, come talk to Grandpa first. Right?
Exactly.
It's like, have fun, but do it a little responsibly.
Yeah.
It's so true. Yeah, raising kids is no joke. My goodness.
Right?
Steer them towards the light. That's so fun. I love that you bring wisdom and personality and fun all wrapped into, a 4-minute song there.
Right.
That's very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah,
it's
of
fun work.
course. Yeah.
Well, if you're watching, we've had your link tree up there, everybody, and then your Instagram, and really easy to remember. Just remember Wade Sutton Music. So if you just Google Wade Sutton Music, I mean, you can find them all over the place.
Yep.
So definitely check him out. And when did your last album come out?
This year, it was early in 2025. Tucson
Early,
to Tabernacle. Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's
Very
the title.
nice.
I had basically what I did over the last few years was write a bunch of songs and release them as singles, and then compiled them together into the album.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm curious, for those, because we have a lot of musicians. We are so blessed to have, a third of our rotation are Colorado musicians. And so
Right.
many of them are growing with the industry and so many changes over the decades. And there are lots of peaks and valleys for it. So you've retired, you're living the dream. So if you had a Colorado musician walk in here right now, what words of wisdom would you bestow to them?
Just keep doing it. I mean, it's just your passion. So,
Yeah.
and also have the confidence to just, put yourself out there as you're looking for gigs. I mean, I was lucky because I was a sales rep in my career. So talking to people and, walking in, meeting people I didn't know was very comfortable for me.
Right.
But that's not the case with a lot of people, and I understand that. And I think that, if you've got a good product, just put it out there.
Right.
Yeah. And show up. I mean, one thing I learned over the years is that people are busy. So if you're not getting a response back, it's not because there's something wrong with you or they don't want you to come in. A lot of times it's just they're busy. So I call it professional persistence. Just show up, and you might catch them when they're. A lot of times they'll say, "Hey, I'm so glad you came back. I forgot your number. I lost your car. Whatever it is."
Right.
So just do that,
I like it.
and find the places you want to play, and then make it happen there.
Right.
Because you don't want to play in some place that is not comfortable, or maybe it's just real noisy and nobody's paying attention. That happens, but there are plenty of places where I think you can find your little niche.
Yeah.
Because if you're not having fun, people know it.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Exactly. And I mean, yeah, there's been, as everybody knows, some places that just went out. I mean, in Colorado, I mean, it's just some venues are going down, but there's still quite a bit out there. There's still, and we got to keep those alive and everything. So, Yeah, and I love how you say find a venue that you want to play and do that professional persistence. I love that. That's very cool. What's your what's probably one of your favorite places that you've played since you started? That just kind of at the end of the night, you know that feeling where you're just like, man, that was just perfect. Reminds you why you do this.
Little places up in Winter Park mainly, and also. The Alley's a lot of fun to play at
Great
downtown
place.
Littleton.
Yeah, great place.
They're not doing music. This is a different place. Grand Station was a lot of fun. It's a little restaurant right as you come into town on Main Street in downtown Littleton. That was a lot of fun. But some of the little bars, believe it or not, out in Parshall, Colorado, which is out by the Williams Fork, which is past Granby and on the way to Kremling. There's a little roadside honky-tonk called the Parshall Inn. I love playing there because it's always packed full of locals. They love country music, and it's ideal.
Right.
Yeah, so that's a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have real Colorado, not natives, because we have Coloradans, but that are there. They're
No,
looking into
these
it.
are the ranch hands. They just got done with work, and they're coming in for a beer and some
Right.
music.
Yeah,
It's good
That's
stuff.
That's awesome. Very community oriented.
Yeah.
And country's always been a part of Colorado, even when I was growing up. I didn't listen to it again until probably my mid-30s is when I'm just like, I got it. You know, it's like that click.
For
Just
me,
like-
it's the stories.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
I'm a storyteller with my tunes, so I like that.
Yeah,
Yep.
I agree. I'll be honest. I've never listened to country until I started working here. And all of the Colorado musicians that have come through are absolutely amazing. You know, when I listen to your songs, I'm like, you are a pivotal country inspiring. It's so true. He will attest to this. I was like, all right, I don't like country. Here we go. And it's been really eye-opening to hear the different personalities that come out. You know, it's not all about the dog dying and my truck backfiring.
Yeah, well, there's
You know,
only so
like-
much. There's only so much Friday night and the beer in the truck that you
Right.
can-
Yeah,
exactly. I'm like, I get
exactly.
it. You're on the porch and your dog died. Like, do you have something else? So I appreciate you talking about, you know, internet love and, you know, going to be a little bit of a bad boy. You know?
I do love that joke, though. If you play a country song backwards, you get your truck back, your dog back, your girl back.
That is
yeah.
a funny one.
That's always been a good joke.
That
right
is
there.
so true.
Oh, man. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, I want you to take us out with a good song. And then, of course, we'll come in right after that to say goodbye, everybody. But if you're just if you just came across this interview and everything like that, do know that this is going to be on our social media platforms for at least a month. And, of course, YouTube forever. This is why we do what we do. I absolutely love this. This is my favorite part of the job. So, Wade, thank you so much for coming in. You're going to end with another wonderful musician to cover. Is that
Yeah,
right?
this is. If you come to one of my gigs, shows, you'll probably hear me play a Neil Young song. He's one of my favorites. So
Oh, he's great.
this is Harvest Moon. Come a little bit closer, hear what I have to say. Just like children sleeping, we could dream this night away. But there's a full moon rising. Let's go dancing in the light. We know where the music's playing. Let's go out and feel the night. 'cause I'm still in love with you. I wanna see you dance again, 'cause I'm still in love with you. On this harvest moon, when we were strangers, I watched you from afar. When we were lovers, I loved you with all my heart. But now it's getting late, and the moon is climbing high. I wanna celebrate, see it shining in your eyes. Because I'm still in love with you. I wanna see you dance again, 'cause I'm still in love with you. On this harvest moon,
Wade Sutton, ladies and gentlemen, live on K4CO. That was Wade Sutton and Pearl, kind of covering
Appreciate that.
covering Neil Young and Old Black, right there. So his guitar was Old Black.
Oh, thank you. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I missed that. Okay.
No problem. Wade, thank you so very much. Definitely check out his albums. You have the album Moving On, which was 2021.
right? That was the first one.
That was the first one. And then Tucson to Tabernash, that just came out this year.
Right.
And thank you so much. Wade gave us a present here when he came in. 2 of his albums, vinyl. And I haven't sparked up my vinyl player in a little while. I think I'm going to have to do that. Yeah, sit down with maybe a little bit of whiskey or something.
Yeah, I hope you can.
Definitely. Where is the best place for people to find where you're playing, find your shows?
Yeah, I always post on Instagram.
Always
so
on
if
Instagram.
you follow my Instagram feed, it'll push it to Facebook as well. It's also Wade Sutton Music on Facebook. But those are really the 2 places.
Instagram and Facebook. Perfect. Well, thank you again so much for
Thank
coming
you
on
for
in.
having me in. This has been really fun. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Good, of
Definitely.
course.
If you just caught the end of it, this is going to be on our K4CO Radio social media platforms. So go back, rewatch it, and sit back and listen. So
Hope to see y'all out there.
yeah,
I know.
definitely. You know it. Stay tuned. Of course, in about a half hour, we have one solid hour, big melting pot of all Colorado musicians that are in the K4CO radio studio from mellow to metal. Gotta love that. And that's every single day from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then, of course, tonight from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., we have Kind of Vague Radio, hosted by Andrew Town and Rob Dixon. Just a deep dive into Colorado music as well. So thank you very much for tuning in to K4CO, where a third of our rotation is always Colorado artists, like the incredible Wade Sutton. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You guys take care. Have an amazing weekend. And before I go out, I got to say, go Broncos. You got to do this. You guys take care.